intro, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant, slay the competition cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, corner booth.
I see myself. Kate, I feel like I have not officially said this. I've tiptoed around it. Kate, will you marry me?
Do I have to answer now? Or
No, you have time. You can think about it. You can think about a way to say no without hurting my feelings if you want.
Oh
lovely. I'll send you a letter.
Just don't even.
Right, cool. Thank you. Shit. I'll send you my address later so you can send it to my house.
Yeah, I'm never giving you my address. I don't want you getting that close.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god, I love that intro. I love this show. I love my friends. I love our guests. I love Belly Up Sports. I really do. Oh my god, this fucking day though. The last hour and a half has been just torture. We had a guest cancel last minute. He explained to me why. I'm not mad. It's okay. I texted everybody possible that has some college and pro football background and everything. Nobody answered or gave me a legitimate excuse why they couldn't, so I couldn't get mad at them. And then on top of all that, I get booted from StreamYard 4 minutes before we're supposed to start. So that's why we're late, folks. But I'm here. Matt's here. It's Thursday. I have a beer. Hey, look, that rhymes. And I have a cowboy hat on because we're rolling with a serious parlay tonight, boys and girls. I've already filed one. I'm going to file another 4 or 5. I'm feeling dangerous.
And I actually got a beer this time. I'm not using this candle as a fake cup of something. So we actually got an actual drink today, which is a good sign.
The fact is, are you not working tonight? That's why.
Yeah, no, I'm not working tonight. I have to work tomorrow night. So tomorrow I have to take it easy. But so tonight I'm splurging. I'm not going to lie to you. The other times I literally just forgot. And then we start the show. I'm like, fuck, that's what I forgot. So then I just hold that candle up and hope nobody notices.
Yeah, see, it's like it's just one of those things where I'm just like, holy shit.
I did one parlay where I tried to pick the winners of all the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and the night games and the Monday night one. I didn't do this one because I didn't want anything to do with it. But if it hits, it's going to pay me $60,000. Most likely not going to hit, but you never know.
Yeah, I know. I'm ecstatic that I actually have a really good parlay tonight. And listen, I want Mike Boone to score a touchdown. I actually don't have him in my starting lineup. I just want to see if he's going to do something, because if not, I got some serious decisions to make. If I'm cutting him or Josh Palmer on Monday.
So I got Mike Boone in my waiver wire for free, while my boss put $30 down on Latavius Murray. So we're going to see who made the better deal, me getting Mike Boone for free or him spending $30 on the waiver to get Latavius Murray.
Murray went to who? Colts or Broncos?
He's on the Broncos. He was on the Saints, I guess, because I swore he played last week for them, but I guess he was on the practice squad and they got signed off that.
Yeah. Yeah, I right now I'm just like, I'm really hoping Mike Boone, because I dropped Javonte Williams for him, but it's not a keeper league, so it doesn't fucking matter. But
yeah, I'm so happy that I wound up trading him I was Marquise Brown for Javonte Williams. You can argue that's not a fair deal. Like, Marquise Brown's not equivalent to the Javonte Williams worth. However, when he tears his ACL 2 days after the trade goes through, it's a pretty good deal. I'm hoping tonight is a Nyheim Hines, Michael Pittman show, because I got both of them starting in one of my leagues. Praying to God that Matt Ryan can get the ball to Michael Pittman, and I'm praying that Nyheim Hines just fucking cruises through that defensive line.
oh yeah, I really just want a good game. I'll read you off my We'll do the parlays in a minute, but I am just this game tonight, because we always do this every time, and we don't actually break down the Thursday night football game, and we are technically a Thursday night football game preview. And by the way, this preview of this Thursday night football game is brought to you by the amazing people at eatsofficial.com. Promo code cornerbooth for 10% off. If I could find the damn thing. Is also official sponsor of the Six Pack. We'll talk about that later. But I will say this. I have a serious theory that Nick Foles will be the starting quarterback in Indy by the end of next week. I have this weird feeling. I took the Colts out of literal just fuck it. Let's see if I get an upset here, because it was a risk-free same game parlay. So I was like, screw it, I'll get the money back in credits anyway.
I think, I'll take it a step further and say if Matt Ryan is absolutely atrocious by halftime, that we're going to see a quarterback change, because this is a 1-2-1 Colts, right? That probably should be on paper coming into the season should have been a 3-1 team right now, versus a atrocious 2-2 Denver Broncos with one of the worst rookie coaches that I've seen since probably like Steve Wilkes and fucking Jim Tom Sula, guys like that. But if Matt Ryan can't produce by halftime, I'm throwing in Nick Foles or Sam Ehlinger, whoever I can throw in there, because this team just needs a spark. This is supposed to be the team that was the clear-cut AFC South winner, and right now they're barely fighting on third place.
What cracks me up with the Colts, and I really wish DJ was here, but he's on a flight coming back, so safe travels, obviously, DJ. What cracks me up about the Colts is that it's almost kind of weird this NFL season as a whole, where teams that have glaring issues it's showing up in droves. So I didn't trust the Raiders with their ability to have a consistent offense, run the ball, distribute completely, and on defense make stops, right? They did last week against Denver, but Denver's biggest problem to me was their play calling, their lack of explosive talent on the outside, and the fact that I don't think Russell Wilson's that good of a quarterback anymore. Me and shout out to Robert Taylor, one of our friends over at in the Craft Brew universe. He had a whole debate back and forth this morning about how literally Russell Wilson's just overrated. So what cracks me up about all this game tonight is this game is the game of just who the fuck is going to actually do something correctly. So you said this game is going to suck. I actually have a good feeling this game is going to be pure fucking anarchy, and I am here for it. Chef's kiss. Loving it.
I'm thinking fumbles as far as the eye can see. Just this could be a good game in the sense of this could be humorous. This could just be such a funny game to watch because it's going to be so bad. My prediction, it's just not going to be a good game. I'm not really a big fan of any night primetime games so far that they've really put out there. I think the Chiefs and the Raiders might be the best one they put out so far. But I just you got the Colts who just the run game is not there. The passing game is not there. The defense is not what we thought it was going to be. Then you go to the Broncos, and Russell Wilson is not what we thought he was going to be. Obviously, the receivers suck. There is no run game as well, and they can't finish games. So you put those two together. It's a recipe for chaos, but it could be fucking hilarious just to see everybody just turn the ball over and just see who's going to get what. But Nathaniel Hackett, like I said, should go down as the worst rookie coach of this season so far.
You know what the worst part is? And I've watched 3 Denver Broncos games now in total. And what scares me the most about Denver is the fact that they had so much talent. Now, PS2 is disgusting. He has to be a top 10 corner off the rip right now, no question. But then you go down the list, and it's just disappointments. All the way down. And it makes you wonder. Were we just really selling? Maybe Aaron Rodgers saw something, and that's why he was like, yeah, I can't stay.
Yeah, I mean, you combine Bradley Chubb and Randy Gregory, and they're not Von Miller. I think Randy Gregory's hurt, but Bradley Chubb is not really living up to the first-round talent that I think we all thought he was going to be coming out of that draft. It's just there's nothing there. There's no linebackers. There's no pass rush. You lose Von Miller, you think that's just one guy, but that was the heart and soul of that defense, and there's just no spark there. It's Patrick Surtain, and that's really it. I remember the days where they had a prime Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., they had Danny Trevathan, Von Miller. They had what was his name on the other side? Doomerville. Those are the good days. That was the good days. And the Broncos have always been known for their hard-hitting defense, and they've lost that identity this year.
You know what? The weirdest thing, and maybe it was just me. I thought it was just me and my lack of trust in the Broncos and how I don't trust them as a viable option. But I start to look at their team as a whole. I look at them from the standpoint of top down. What do I like? And besides 2 defensive backs, 1 edge rusher, 1 running back who's now hurt, and 1 number 2 receiver, I really don't like anything on this roster. And you're going to say, Jared, they have Russell. It's like, yeah, and on the other side of the field tonight, let's look at the Colts. Okay, they got 2 great offensive linemen. Awesome. A once-in-a-generation possible running back. Oh, he's hurt. Great. Probably the most overrated number 1 receiver in the league in Michael Pittman Jr. Okay. A walking fossil in Matt Ryan. Great. And then it just doesn't get better. I mean, I like DeForest Buckner. I think he's a great defensive tackle.
Shaq Leonard, he's out.
I'm sorry, I called Darius. Shaq Leonard. Love Shaq Leonard. But, I mean, it's not great. I think we kind of handed the Colts this division, and we kind of ignored the fact that rosters outside of your guy calling the shots actually matter. So maybe here's an example, right? Jacksonville. What are they, 2-2, 3-1? Like, they're a great team. 2-2. And one of their losses was by like a single score. Their loss to Philadelphia was not as close as that score indicated. Philadelphia basically just took their foot off the neck, and they should never. I hate when they do that. Philadelphia, same thing. Complete team, top to bottom. Everyone, their weaknesses are linebacker and safety. TJ Edwards is having an amazing year, so is Kazir White. Marcus Epson, CJ Gardner-Johnson, the Anarchy Twins. These dudes are playing out of their fucking minds. Do they drive me nuts with their miscues? Yes, but do they make up for it? Oh, totally. They lost Derek Barnett, and somehow their edge rush got better. Offensive line. They lose Jordan Mailata for a game. I don't think Hurts got hit. I mean, sacked. Miles Sanders only thing got taken out on the backfield twice. So I think what NFL teams got to start realizing, they can't just plug holes with crappy players. If you're going to be a complete team, and the Chiefs are proving that, so are Buffalo Bills, you will be a dominant squad if you have top to bottom a legitimate roster. I'm talking at least a C+, 75 overall grade Madden at every spot or higher. And I think we're seeing that this year in the NFL, where it doesn't matter how good your quarterback is, you're not going to do shit. Mm-hmm. Which is my theory.
Yeah. They've lost secondary on the Colts. I mean, I remember they had like Malik Hooker. They used to have Rock Ya-Sin right now, and then he went to the Raiders.
In Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think they drafted him though. I think the Colts took him. But anyways, they lost key players, and you look at the Titans got worse, and nobody thought the Jaguars were going to be as competent as they were. Everybody knew Houston was going to be terrible. So we were just easy to crown this team the champion, obviously. But Michael Pittman, I will say, I think he's a very, very good receiver. Do I think he is a number 1? Probably not right now. I mean, if you put with an actual competent quarterback, like if they had Lamar Jackson, he would be a number 1 receiver. But I think right now with Matt Ryan's just terrible, and I don't think any of us really thought he was going to be in a decline like he is right now. But they need help. They didn't sign anybody for him to help. They lost Zach Pascal. And they didn't help out the team offensively in that position at all. They drafted Alex Pierce like later in the draft, but I mean, you didn't pair him with anybody. I mean, you could still go out and get an OBJ and hope he comes back healthy and you guys are still in division competition and make him the number 1, which would be amazing. But your issue right now is, I think your biggest need is quarterback, because Matt Ryan looks terrible. So your only solution, in my opinion, is either see what your other guys got, like Sam Ehlinger and Nick Foles, in that offense, or go out and make a deal. Go get somebody. Go get Dak Prescott. I don't know. Go see. Well, you already gave up a lot of draft picks for Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan, so you're going to have to probably just see what you got left on the depth.
I think Jim Irsay's hit Al Davis territory. I thought Jerry Jones was the first one to do it. No, Jim Irsay steamrolled through it. Now, if they go put Nick Foles in, I'm back on the Jim Irsay train all day long. Give me Nick Foles, Frank Wright with that freaking team. Listen, they'll go out and get a receiver I don't know, go get some bum ass shit like John Ross and make him like a semi-decent receiver again. I don't know. I love the concept of Nick Foles leading the Colts to like a playoff berth. It'd be the most like poetic justice thing of all time.
I'd take it a step further. Put in Nick Foles at quarterback and go call the New York Jets and go make a trade for Corey Davis and pair Corey Davis and Michael Pittman with Nick Foles and see what happens.
Or at least go get Denzel Mims. Like, seriously, just go
get
somebody.
Sure, yeah. That kid,
Like,
yeah, I feel bad for that
and
guy
listen,
because he's got all the talent.
It's okay, buddy. Indy's not that scary.
It's not a hard
His comment about
divisional.
Philadelphia still is the reason I will literally roast that boy to the end of time.
I don't. Yeah, no, he's never going to go to Philly.
We don't want him.
That defense. I mean, not defense. That
Our
division
fourth
is
string
not.
receiver literally tried to take off a guy's head last week. We took away Indy's enforcer. Now he's our enforcer. Zach Pascal, by the way, if anybody's wondering.
If I'm a receiver looking to get out of my team, I would look at Indianapolis just because, I guess I was saying, that division is easy. Like there's really not the competition is head on. It's anybody's division. Getting a receiver going to that team just makes that team better, which is what it needs. But it just also needs a quarterback difference.
Yeah, no, my biggest thing with this right now is that we look at how this team is going forward, and we look at how this team is as a whole, both sides of the rock. Honestly, we talk about both teams tonight as we get to the picks. I think both teams are fucked, honestly. How do you fix Denver? You don't. Like, they're screwed. Until they fire Nathaniel Hackett, they go tell Ross to stop cooking. They're fucked. They're going to be I was right. I will bang on this drum all day. 6-11, 7-10 team. Steamrolling through it. Indy, I was totally wrong about. I will eat that bullet, all 9.5 of it, because they're not a complete team, and Matt Ryan looks shot. Like, he looks totally shot. So let's pick this damn game already. I'm tired of talking about this, and I'll say my parlay for the night.
My pick is going to be the Broncos. I think this is going to be a chaotic game in a possible funny way, just by how bad the football we might see and the calling we're going to see on Nathaniel Hackett's end. The Colts, they don't have Shaq Leonard and they don't have Jonathan Taylor. Their defense can't hold the game in place anyways, and their offense is lackluster. Broncos, nothing better. I think the Broncos slightly got the better edge with the defense right now with the guys that they have out on the Colts. So I'm going to take the Broncos, not by a lot. I give it a one-possession game, and I think it's going to be a terrible game, but I'm going to take the Broncos. And give me Nathaniel Hackett on the over of 7.5 weeks until he gets fired. Like, I think this guy could get fired before the season's over, no matter what the record is, just because of how terrible he is, and there's no progression week by week.
I am going with the Colts. I think the chaos is going to actually help Indy because they're not going to have to rely on running the ball and keeping the game contained. They literally can just say, hey, listen, we make it a lucky pick six here or like a lucky run or something. Just something fun enough where you're like, all right, great. We got this. I honestly have a good feeling about this game tonight for Indy. And that also, I can't pick Thursday night football games to save my fucking life this year. So at this point, fuck it. Just take the underdog every time. One of these times they're going to hit the target. All right. So with that in mind, my parlay tonight brought to you by the amazing people that aren't sponsoring us at DraftKings. Because listen, I will appeal to them all day, but we got to make sure people start actually giving a crap about our show again. Yeah, I'm looking at all you motherfuckers not watching tonight. It's okay. This show will be up on replay on YouTube tomorrow. So my parlay, because I have no fear. Apparently, I have to log in twice. Thanks, DraftKings. This app, man, I swear. You know what the worst part is? It's still better than FanDuel. I will go to war on that.
I think FanDuel is more translucent. I think I like FanDuel a lot. I'll use DraftKings if I find out the
after
ads
what they did to Jeff with the Aaron Rodgers bet. I said screw him. I'm sticking with DraftKings. Also, I proved that DraftKings does offer better odds if you bet underdogs, which is what I do. So I don't care. So, all right. So here's the bet. I have Colts money line, Mike Boone anytime touchdown, Matt Ryan and Russell Wilson both throw at least one interception. I have Russell Wilson with 220 plus passing, Matt Ryan 245 plus passing, Philip Lindsay 35 plus rushing yards, Cortland Sutton over 59.5 receiving, and Michael Pittman over 69.5 receiving. Because fuck it, that's why. And the total odds after a boost plus 25,200. Total payout on a $1.37 bet, aka the money I got back from a bad parlay last week. It's $346.61, and that money will go 80% back to the corner booth if I win this. So, boom. All righty. And for my fun parlay tonight for this weekend, I picked all. This is where the cowboy hat comes from because it's Cowboy Jared's back with betting. All underdogs, all NFL, all the time. Colts money line, Falcons, Buccaneers money line. The Falcons, Lions over the Patriots, Jets over the Dolphins, Seahawks over the Saints, Bengals over the Ravens, and the Raiders over the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. Bucket. That bet for $1 pays out $1,500. I love these lottery ticket bets because one of these days I'm gonna hit the target and I'm gonna be like, "Let's go!"
Oh man, let me see what I got one cooking right now. I'm just gonna stop here because this is a hefty total. I don't need to get too crazy. All right, my parlay for tonight is I got the Broncos money line. I got a Nyheim Hines anytime touchdown. I got Russ passing for over 231.5 yards. I got Hines over 34.5 rushing. Hines over 26.5 receiving. Pittman over 59.5 receiving. And then I took the alternate Wilson 225 plus yards, Matt Ryan 200 plus yards passing, and then Hines 25 plus yards rushing. Now, if I put $10 down, that would be a $730 payout, but I think I'm going to just do like $5. Oh, I got a free bet, Jared. I got a free $5 bet.
Oh, shit.
Dude, it's Christmas in fucking October. All right, so I'm going to do a $5 bet on that. If that pays out $360.
Do I get a free bet? What was the free bet for?
What, who?
What was the free bet for? What was the
it was just a free $5 bet. I assume it was just the same game parlay.
Well, we're about to find out if I got one too. And of course, FanDuel with its Fugate. One thing I hate about FanDuel's app, the keyboard always shuts down. Like I can't. It's like I have to log in twice.
So I couldn't see it until the end when I was already had the picks made, and then it had the little option. I wonder how long I've had that. Free $5 bet. I never noticed it until today.
Let's see. I'm not seeing any free stuff for me. No bonuses, no free promotions, nothing. So whatever, I'll do this. I kind of want to bet AJ Hawk's parlay tonight because it's a Jelani Woods anytime touchdown, Nyheim Hines 40 plus rushing yards, and Colts cover 10.5. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Plus 1,000. But no, I ain't about it tonight. Sorry, AJ Hawk. Ah!
I feel like none of that stuff ever works when you try and pick the experts
hit
parlays.
Week 1. That's why I was kind of like hype about it. But that being said, we do have our 6-pack tonight also. But I want to make a quick announcement, folks, for those actually paying attention.
Chug.
To our friends and family and friends of the show, guests, all the like. If you use Facebook, I know we're dating ourselves. We are starting a new little Facebook group. It's called Corner Booth and Friends, much like our friends at Craft Brew Sports. We decided, fuck it, we should probably get on this action too. For our friends of the show who actually want to watch the show, help us out, comment, like it, it's just something we do, and we're gonna add it. It's starting tonight, obviously. Me and Matt will be the admins, and it'll be kind of a nice way for us to kind of get the lay of the land more with our friends and family and fellow co-workers at Belly of Sports and our our guests on the show. See what they want to talk about. If they can get in, they want to guest host on the show. It's just a good environment for all the people close to the show. And also any listeners of ours who have become such good friends of us, they want to get even more involved. Either way, we're launching it tonight. It's called Corner Booth and Friends. Look out for your invitation on Facebook. We'll try to do it for Instagram, I think. I don't know if that's possible. Oh, figure it out.
I'm not sure. I know you could do group chats, obviously, but that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah, that's just us and our idiot friends that we love dearly. Either way, with that in mind, it gave me enough time to kill a beer. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, because fuck it, we're already on a roll tonight. It's time to crack a 6-pack. 6-pack, of course, is brought to you by the amazing people at YeatsOfficial.com. Promo code Corner Booth for 10% off. That's not the right button. Oh my God. I need help mentally. Oh my God. Well, listen, you want shades look like this? that have this much style. Man, I got the spot for you. EasyOfficial.com. Wow, what the fuck? It deleted it. Nope, there it is. Cool. I need a vacation. That's what it is. My life is getting so crazy. I'm clicking on all the wrong stuff. So with that in mind, let's crack a six-pack. Brought to you by the amazing people at YeatsOfficial.com. No ticker today because I did not have time to get on here and do it. So, first off, Bama at A&M. Off the rip, I'm picking Bama. I'm not going to even spoil that crap because here's 3 reasons why. So, 1, I'm still bitter about week 3 against Miami. Yes, did Miami come out and play like a bunch of little spoiler rotten little bitches? Yes. Do I still think we should have beaten Texas A&M? Yes. Do I want Alabama to stomp their teeth in? Yes. There you go. 2, I think Alabama is on a murder tour. Much like Tom Brady, now that Giselle has divorced his ass, there is no bunker safe, no field that is clean. There will be blood spilled, and Alabama's coming for it. If only Brady had a Patriots jersey, this would literally be like a Kevin revenge tour.
Are you familiar with the porn star Brandy Love?
Yes.
She offered her services to Tom Brady if he needs help.
Hey, listen, look at her. Look at Giselle. I mean, if he doesn't mind wrapping it up, that's not much. That's kind of an upgrade.
I mean, it's keeping in the same realm of the. I mean, it's definitely his type of woman if that's the case. You know, blonde.
I mean, they're around the same age, so fuck it. Why not?
I
was never a big fan of Giselle just because she scared. I actually the whole witch rumors, by the way, are hysterical, and I think they might actually be true.
If we see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers derail at a intense speed very soon, I wouldn't put it past the fact that there was some sort of witchcraft going on if that's the case.
Well, Tom Brady already looks like he's freaking deforming. His face is he's starting to look like freaking, handsome Squidward at this point.
Yeah, Tom Brady definitely let his ego get in his way when he decided to come back just because he wasn't the one that announced it. But, I mean, if he's fine letting his marriage go through the toilet, then that's up to him.
It's Tom Brady. He makes X amount of dollars. And I don't think that any courts, you look at Giselle, it's like, you make triple what your husband makes. We're going to give you all his money too, just for fun. So I don't know, man. Maybe, I don't know. I'm betting on the Buccaneers until they show me not to this season because I'm fucking terrified of the alternate, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, we're talking about Bama versus Tampa Bay. Right now, Bama, congratulations, Bama. You're back on top. Good job. Golf clap for you guys getting back to number 1. It took 3 weeks to get back.
Shout out to our buddy Cruz.
And Kevin. And Maggie. And Perkins. And Bon. I love all you Bama fuckers. I will say this. They are the team that seem to have y'all number when it's a midseason Saturday game. With that in mind, I'm saying we're chucking it in the fucking bucket. I'm going with Bama out of pure spite for Texas A&M. These fucking cultists. I could never, in my good conscience, as a friend of Bama, as a honorary member of Gump Twitter for about 30 seconds, and I loved every minute of it for you beautiful bastards. I will show love for Gump Twitter. I'm going with Bama.
Yeah, I'm sticking with that trend. I don't think there's really any doubt about it that we're all going to be picking Alabama to win this game. I think the key for Bama is to just get out the gate right away and just explode. Just put up the points on the board. I don't think A&M has the capacity to get back into the game if the deficit is over 10 points. And I think it's Bama's. I don't think it's even going to be close. I'll give it like a 40 to 20 type of game. I think Bama wins by 3 possessions.
I'm learning my lesson. Jared, do not pick them to cover. Just pick them straight up. I've learned my lesson. Matt has watched this. Oh, by the way, folks, look out for some of our new funny content. One of our first ones is Jared and Matt's rules of gambling.
Yeah.
Preview.
Figure out.
Rule 3. Just bet the fucking money line, you greedy bastard.
Yeah, don't get all fancy. Just stick to the basics.
Tank my parlay by a couple $1,000, but at this point, I would rather just take Alabama and Miami winning. I would have hit my parlay week 2 if I just bet the fucking money lines. But unfortunately, I had to be a jackass and bet spreads.
Mm-hmm.
I lost out on like $600 because I got greedy.
Yeah, I would have won a couple $100 on that Aaron Judge game when he hit number 62. I picked Aaron Judge to get a home run, a hit, an RBI, all that. But I chose the what did I do? I got too greedy. I chose the Yankees money line, so I lost. But I hit everything else with the over on the strikes and everything of that. But just sometimes you gotta just stick with the basics.
We can't win, man. It's what happens. I swear. So I am learning my lesson this time, folks. I will only bet money lines for the rest of the season. This is my promise to you, the viewers at home, the supporters of our show, friends of Matt, friends of mine, friends of Bianca's, friends of the Corner Booth, Craft Brew, and Tailgate on the Quad, Belly Up itself. I promise you no more money lines unless it's not of only money lines unless the spread is the only thing available. That is the only conflict. Hey, all right. Texas Christian University versus the Kansas fucking Jayhawks. This is the same Kansas Jayhawks who didn't win for like 2 straight years, and they're ranked. Holy mother of Jesus, I am excited for this game. You have no fucking idea. I have no idea why. I'll have to watch this on the golf course with my uncle, but because I haven't played golf in like God knows how long. You know, the Red River rivalries this weekend, but nobody cares because they're both fucking terrible. We'll talk about some fun games after the 6-pack, obviously, because we're chugging along tonight. But when I looked at Texas Christian versus Kansas, first of all, I don't know a single fucking player on either squad. Because both teams are just kind of like there. And the best part about it is I think game day is here this weekend in Manhattan, Kansas. Or not Manhattan, Kansas, whatever it is. And the spread right now, TCU on the road 6.5. Now, I'm sorry. I thought this was ballsy. With that in mind, I'm taking Kansas in my fucking upset. Rock, chalk, Jayhawk, baby. I will say that shit once and once only because, God damn it, I believe in them.
I'm going the opposite. I'm going to be taking TCU in this game. I like you. I'm excited for this game. TCU, in my opinion, has been very good and has been on to an impressive 4-0 start. Run game is averaging about 7 yards per play. I don't think it's going to be an obviously like a blowout type game, but I do like TCU in this one. I think it's going to be close. I think they're going to cover the spread, which is about, I believe, 7. But give me TCU with the victory over Kansas.
All righty. So there we go. We have our first split of the day.
Oh, I bet you there's more to come.
Oh, guaranteed. I think we're going to go 50-50 this week, which I'm actually kind of excited for. Because we've been betting on the same shit, and I really hate it. This is the game I know we're going to have on the same because I honestly, oh my God, it's just too good, man. And I think this is one of those weird games where I want to take Tennessee against LSU on the road so bad. But what scares me about it, it's down to -3. The spread is 3 points now. That is not giving me confidence in Tennessee. Now, Tennessee played very well last week. They played very well the week before. I have bet against them twice and lost. But third time's the fucking charm. I'm going with the LSU Tigers, the school I almost went to, by the way.
Nice.
Giving me LSU -3 at home because, 1, gotta love them, plus 125 money line. 2, I think, honestly, the LSU team is a lot better than their record, and I think this is going to be a slip-up game because I think Tennessee plays Alabama next week.
Oh.
And I'm starting to think that possibly they're looking ahead. Let's go just to check the tape quick because, I want to make sure of it. But I do believe, Alabama, Tennessee, October 15th.
Oh, Tennessee's got a rough next couple games.
So Tennessee might be looking ahead a little bit. Give me LSU. You taking your Tigers, Matt?
Oh, I'm taking my Tigers. When I saw that spread, I'm like, oh, I'm taking the Tigers. I saw that and I was like, oh, I know my decision. Yeah, I'm taking my Tigers. I'm taking them obviously to cover the spread to win the whole 9. I think that LSU defense is going to be good, and I think it's going to be the best defense that Tennessee has seen so far this year. The team, listen, Tennessee gave up about 450 yards past week to Florida and Anthony Richardson, and I think Daniels and the rest can load some points up on Tennessee easily. I think it's going to be a bounce-back performance for the Tigers after they had a rough night with Auburn. But I like LSU in this game. I'm thinking like a 34-31 type game, 34-30 type game. It's going to be close, but I think it's going to be within that spread. But give me LSU.
See, I'm betting my parlay live right now, and I think this is fucking great because I'm watching my parlays right now at plus 638. I'm kind of like, this is nice. I like this. It's a low number.
It's like,
this is possible here. All right. Switching to the NFL, don't worry. If you want more college ball, we're going to talk more college ball after our 6-pack is over. We're entering a new segment this week, our bonus bets, because we're degenerates and also because we have more beer. We're going to call it Bonus Cans presented by Canada Dips. It is going to be a very fun segment, but we're talking NFL right now.
Well, it's like when you take your 6-pack to the store and you just refund them for the bottle deposit. What do you do with that money? You save it up and then you get more beer.
You know what? I would say that, but the thing is, like, I buy more beer, obviously, but like, nobody ever, if you're not driving, nobody ever says, "Oh, I'm just going to drop a 6-pack," unless every beer in that 6-pack is like 12% alcohol. Which, by the way, at Costco and Waterbury here in Connecticut, they dropped one of my favorite trip double IPAs. It's 11.7%, and I am having somebody pick up 5 or 6 6-packs of it tomorrow for me. And I just threw them $60. I said $60-$70. They go crazy. And so, yeah, I will be drinking that next week. Just really staring into the Cowboy man's mantra at this point. Speaking of Cowboys, they're playing the Rams this week in Los Angeles. The line right now, if we're gambling men, which we are, is Rams minus 5.5. Listen, the Rams got embarrassed on Monday Night Football. And it wouldn't be the Cowboys without some controversy. Give me Cooper Rush losing his first game to the Rams on Sunday afternoon. I have a genuine thought in my head of this game is going to be close. Do not touch this money line unless you're betting on the Cowboys. I mean, don't touch the spread unless you're betting the Cowboys. Just bet Cowboys plus 5.5 is perfectly fine. I'm telling you right now, this game is going to come down to a last-second interception by Ramsey or one of those corners, because I genuinely think Rush is going to. They need a QB controversy for Eagles week. It wouldn't be the Cowboys without it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you my upset of the week.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going Dallas, and I'm hitting that button so freaking hard right now. I am hyped for this game. I'm hoping that I'm actually on my way home from the Jets game in time to be able to at least listen to this game. Listen, the Rams offensive line is ranked about 13th with a score of about a 59 overall. Stafford has already been sacked 16 times through the first 4 weeks of this season. Dallas has the number 1 pass rush defense with a win rate of 56%. Parson is tied with the 5th most sacks in the league with, I think he's got about 5 right now. Mm-hmm. I think Parsons is going to break through this offensive line with at least 2 to 3 sacks. I think Cooper Rush, I don't think he's going to have an amazing game. I could see him having a game in the area of maybe 230 yards passing, maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns. But Dallas defense is better than we definitely thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to be atrocious, mostly because Trevon Diggs is terrible in coverage. However, that pass rush is making up for it. And I think this is going to be a close game. I know it's in LA. I'm going with the upset. I'm going to say Dallas keeps it a tight one within 3 points against the Rams, but I'm going to give the edge to Cooper Rush.
Very, 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 very nice. You know what? I honestly, it'd be great. For ratings and for pure content, a Dallas win would be phenomenal because they play Philly next week. You have Dak supposedly coming back. You have Mailata coming back. Avonte Maddox is back. And I would love it because you got a full strength Eagles team versus a full strength Cowboys team, and I want that smoke. I want all of it. Here's the thing, right? As an Eagles fan, I want the Cowboys at full strength. You see that McLeod jersey behind me? I want them all at full strength. I do that every fucking time. I can never get my lines right. I will say this. I think the Cowboys have skated by on some average teams, and now the Rams, who I still think are going to be a playoff contender, roll into town, and they're pissed off because Jimmy G and the boys just punched them in the mouth. The Rams are not a team to lose 2 or 3 straight. I think the Rams, that's my reasoning behind this, obviously.
I got you. I think the stat going around is I don't think through the first – I forgot how many weeks it is, but through the first handful of weeks of the season, Sean McVay has never had an under 500 record. So this would be the first time in history that he starts off the season within the first 5 weeks under 500, I believe this stat. So there is technically some record on the line that you don't want broken.
True. With that in mind, I found my gimme. Sticking with SEC football because I'm not an idiot.
Let's see if we got the same one.
I hope we don't, because then one of us has got to switch.
I have a backup. I have to figure out a reasoning.
I don't have a backup. I can find one. All right. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk about it. Birds, cards. Matt, you're up first.
I got you. I really don't think that anybody should be shocked by these picks right now, but I'm obviously taking the Eagles over the Cardinals. I think the Eagles continue their undefeated streak, and I think they improved to 5-0. Eagles defense greater than the Cardinals offense. You've got Darius Slay.
Baby. I want payback for Jalen Hurts' second career start. I don't know why it restarted itself, but either way, I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep going.
No, you're good. You've got Darius Slay is the 3rd best corner in the league right now, ranked when he's in single coverage. The Cards offense ranks in the middle of the pack to about 14.
Who's 5th? It's James Bradbury. Both of our corners. What?
The Cardinals offense is ranked 14th in points and yards per game, 29th in third down conversions, and 28th in yards per play. To me, that just screams that the pass rush is going to get to what the fuck's that guy's name? Kyler Murray. I almost said Latavius Murray. And listen, Marquise Brown's going to have a real tough time going against Darius Slay, and Rondale Moore is going to have a tough time going up against James Bradbury. You don't have DeAndre Hopkins for another couple of weeks. I think the Eagles are going to have a defensive showdown on the Cardinals. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout kind of score, but I do know the Eagles are going to win this game. Ghost.
You know what? Listen, I love the Eagles. They are my squad. I love them more than the Hurricanes, the Diamondbacks, some of my family members. You know who you are. Half of my friends. No, I'm just kidding. I love the Eagles, and I love this team this year. I hate the undefeated chat. I will stay humble until I see us hoisting the Hallis Trophy and hoisting a Lombardi. Here's the thing. You give me Slay, you give me Bradbury, you give me Reddick, Cox, Davis, and Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat against that offense that is looking inept against the Panthers. You give me that Eagles offense against the Cardinals defense, besides Budda Baker and J.J. Watt, doesn't really scare me. Marcus Golden is not a bad edge rusher by any stretch, but the Eagles played a much better defense than Jacksonville last week. I think Hurts wants payback for that showdown he had with Murray 2 years ago, which was honestly the day I actually started to like Hurts and really started becoming my favorite player. So with that in mind, give me the Eagles. Give me a solid win. I think the Cardinals are going to put up a fight because they're a well-coached team, and Kyler Murray's always due for a couple of random wacky touchdowns, but no DeAndre Hopkins to dominate that secondary this time. Give me the Eagles. And that is all. All right. You ready for our last game?
Oh, yes. You want me to go first? You want to go?
Yes, it's Raiders Chiefs.
Oh yeah, so I'm taking the Raiders. I'm sorry. I'm taking the Chiefs in this one. I think I think the Raiders can turn this season around for them. I think maybe last week was the start of something new for them. But Derek Carr's stats against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in general are not good. I think something I saw today was that Derek Carr has more losses to one team in his entire career than any other team has had, or than any other player has had against one team, if that makes any sense. Derek Carr pretty much has lost more games to the Chiefs since he's been in the league since 2014 than any other quarterback has ever lost a game to one single team before. And I don't think that's going to change. I think the Chiefs are going to light that defense up. I think they're going to move the ball around. They're going to spread it around like they have been. And I don't think the Chiefs are going to have the Raiders are going to have any answers for that on defense. I like Josh McDaniels still. I think the Raiders are going to be okay. Not as good as I thought they were going to be in the beginning of the season. But I think they're going to take the L this week and then going forward, maybe turn it around a little bit. And then maybe next year and the year before, after that, they're going to start to get a lot better. But this week right now, they're going to take the L to the Chiefs.
Okay.
The autumn wind is a pirate. Blustering in from sea.
I love the Raiders on Monday. For some reason, there is something about the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday Night Football. They always play some wacky game. It comes down to whether it's a Zay Jones miracle catch against the Ravens last year, or you're talking about a wild game from Darren Waller. Either way, the Raiders have heard enough. They're finally on the board, and the Chiefs are rolling in high after a great win over Tom. I'm telling you right now, give me the Raiders. There's just something about this, man. It's like, it's early season. They can't blow it yet. And I'm telling you, man, like, there's something about this Raiders team. I think they've just, like, McDaniels is trying to find the right ways to plug and play everything. Give me a big game out of Waller. I need him in fantasy. Give me a big game from Carr. This is going to be a shootout to the end. But I think at the end of the day, the fact is that nobody's going to be able to cover Devontae Adams when it matters most. And the Chargers don't have the best pass rush. They really don't. They have a good the Chiefs. They have a good defense, but their edge rush isn't good enough where I'm like, okay, Derek Carr's going to be on his back half the game. So give me the Raiders in like the most narrow margin upset of all time.
I respect it. Derek Carr always plays very well against the Chiefs. He doesn't get the job done, but he does play very well. But the one thing that he has not had against the Chiefs that he does have now is Chandler Jones and Devontae Adams. So we'll see if that can be enough of a difference for them.
Well, my LSU odds dropped 5 points. Fuck. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, my gimme for this week is Ole Miss over Vandy.
We did not have the same one.
Thank God.
There we go. My backup does not need to be needed then.
There you go. So, what's your gimme?
All right. My gimme is going to be Ohio State over Michigan State. Ohio State, CJ Stroud, in my opinion, are going to dominate Michigan State, and it's not going to be a close game at all. Michigan looks god-awful this year, and I think Ohio State, by 3 possessions minimum, is going to win this game. So give me Ohio State over Michigan as my gimme of the week.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. So I put all my money upset money lines. I put $1 on, and I put 6 in the actual parlay itself. Pays out $374.
There you go. Hopefully we wake up with some money in our accounts tomorrow.
No, I'm Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously tomorrow, obviously,
Tuesday.
too. I still have to fucking work tomorrow. Damn it. Oh, my God. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our newest segment because, one, it's just us tonight. Awesome. 2, I want to throw candidates some more love. These fine people threw me a free order, not a free tin, a free order. That's 2 tins of Palm, 2 energies, 1 citrus, 1 mango. It's my usual go-to. Guys, like I'm telling you, this stuff is great. Their new energy mix, I love it. I have one every day towards the end of the day or before I get in the gym. I love it. And you know what? Listen, I'm telling you right now, this stuff works. Got to give them some love. Candidates.com, promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. They are the coolest social media team of all time. I love working with them. I'm actually going to shoot them an email after this because I just want to tell them how much I appreciate their products and I appreciate their help with us. I appreciate the fact they've been helping Belly Up Sports so much as one of the not founding members, but I've been here long enough where you can almost consider me that. I've been here long enough where I've seen the company change 1,000 times. Let's put it that way. So, Corner Booth is sponsored by Belly Up, which is sponsored by candidates.com. Promo code Belly Up 20 for 20% off. With that being said, bonus cans. Red River Rivalry. Okay, like this is a fun game. So last year we saw like the emergence of Caleb Williams. All right, like this was a legitimate game. And what makes me sad is right now the money line is Texas -9 because Oklahoma had 2 bad losses. This is a sucker's bet, Matthew. Give me Oklahoma +9. See, the bonus part of bonus cans, folks, is we're just taking money lines. We have to take absolute picks. Oklahoma may lose, but they're covering. This is going to be too close of a game.
Yeah. Oklahoma's got that one. I agree with that one, as you're saying. Some other games that I had my eye on, not really excited to watch it, but a game that I was my backup gimme that I think is going to be just an absolute just shit show of a game, but I'm going to take Liberty over UMass. I was looking at that game.
The LGBTQ Bowl. I forgot about this shit. Or the Pride Bowl. What the hell they call this?
Oh, I don't know.
So shout out to our boy Kevin at Tailgate. Apparently, because Liberty's code of conduct is extremely homophobic. Listen, I am all for everyone love everybody. Do what makes you happy. And like Liberty is uber religious, but I think that's just an excuse for being homophobic because I have family and friends who are extremely religious but are very accepting of people liking people, loving people. Like, I don't know. Everyone deserves a shot at being happy, and Liberty in their code of conduct. I actually knew a girl from Liberty, so it doesn't surprise me that this is what their code of conduct is. I'm not taking shade at her. I just said I kind of understood what her background was. So, with that being said, yeah, go UMass.
All right. Well, now that you've bestowed that wealth of knowledge on me, I'm going to change my vote to UMass over Liberty. I think Liberty.
We're not scoring these. These are just for good bets for people. Oh my god!
To go off of my notes and try and spin it in the best way possible, Liberty totals 411.4 yards per game.
I'm sorry, I ruined UMass for you for life.
Listen, I'm actually very thankful that you did not choose Ohio State as your gimme because this would have been a very awkward backup gimme if this came down to it. But yeah, Liberty totals 411.4 yards per game, which is fucking atrocious, if I must say. It's obviously not atrocious. UMass struggles on offense, but they score a very valiant 249.6 yards per game. So obviously,
I love that you just said valiant right now.
I'm trying my best to spin this in some sort of possible way. So I think
called, like hate doesn't conquer.
Yeah. So I think UMass is gonna fucking ring that Liberty bell of theirs and just take this victory for them after I have learned about their code of conduct.
It's a little disturbing, honestly. All right. With that being said, let's move on to our next game I love. North Carolina visits South Beach. Miami coming off its most embarrassing loss in program history, besides the loss to FIU a couple years ago, one of Manny Diaz's last games. Or no, what should have been Manny Diaz's last game. We kept him for one more year. Listen, nothing is scarier than a pissed off Hurricane team, man. Once you take away them being favorited and being ranked, they literally watch what they did to Pitt in NC State last year. I would stay away from North Carolina as the dog. I think Vegas knows it. It's going to be an ugly game. North Carolina has beaten Miami 3 straight years in a row, and Miami wants some fucking payback. There's a lot of bad blood between Miami and North Carolina in a lot of sports, and this would be freaking amazing for Miami if they could knock them off. So give me Miami here on this one. I honestly this is even fan bias. I've kept my Miami hat in the basement. It has not been able to come up to see the light of day since that despicable loss to Middle Tennessee State. I actually spit on the logo. I was so mad walking out of my party. I was also a few drinks in, so I was just rip shit pissed, and I just yacked a freaking nice little dip spit shot right on the hat. No dip was actually in my mouth though, so I went and actually cleaned the hat afterward because I was kind of disgusted with myself, but at the same time I was like, fuck Miami for being a bunch of losers. And also, hey, Tyler Van Dyke, you're giving Connecticut a bad name. Get your shit together.
Yeah, Tyler Van Dyke, the legendary nephew to his great uncle Dick Van Dyke.
They're actually related?
I just made that up. I have no idea.
Because that'd be fucking crazy if they were, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Looking at that game, obviously right now you give the edge to NC State, just obviously with the fact that they've just been train rolling through some teams. But I think this is going to be a very good game. Like you said, there's a lot of bad blood between both teams. I think this is going to be just a shootout, high scoring type thing. If I'm a Miami fan like yourself, I need that offensive coordinator not to be as conservative with his play calling. I
want Josh Gaddis fired by tomorrow night if they don't win by at least 14.
I need him to actually make some plays and call some risky things. And if I'm Mario Cristobal, I'm going to get in his face.
So much talent. Oh, our two best receivers are out. We still have a bunch of 4-star receivers in our stable. It's not like we're like literally like UConn where like we lose one receiver, our season's over.
If I'm Cristobal, I'm looking at him and I'm saying, listen, you need to call plays as if your job is on the line, because if you keep doing this shit, you're not going to make it past week 6. So if I was a betting man with this game,
sorry.
No, I'm just saying my last sentence was if I'm a betting man with this game, I would take the risk and go with that NC State, not NC State, I'm sorry, Miami money line. I'm going to leave this game be, but I'm expecting a dogfight from Miami.
There we go. All right, I got going for you right here. You want a team to cover? That's a serious road dog, and I love them because they've been playing hot, and Marcus Mariota is on a roll. Give me Atlanta to cover against Tampa Bay. I don't care that freaking Cordero Patterson's out. Here's the thing. Everyone's been talking about Tyler Algiers the entire season. This is make or break, baby. This is his sunshine. This is his time to shine, right? So give me Tyler Algiers to be like that guy off the rip. On top of that, I don't know if Tom trusts his – he may be off tonight. On Sunday, I mean. Dude just filed for divorce, and it became very fucking public. So, definitely one game. If you want a team that's going to cover, give me Atlanta, because we know Atlanta can score points. That's never been an issue this season.
Yeah, definitely not the season that I think obviously anybody, especially Tom Brady, thought he was going to have. Performance-wise and personal-wise, this is no matter what you say, they've been together. They've been married for 13 years, probably been together longer than that. So obviously he's losing his best friend right now. So this is going to affect him. This would affect any normal person. We know
that's Alex Guerrero. Come on.
But he's not looking. It could be maybe it's the divorce that's doing it to him, but he's not looking like the same quarterback this year. Obviously, we're all going to pin it to age, but I think, I agree with you. I think Atlanta is going to make this a tough game. I think that the Buccaneers are going to walk away with this as a win, but I would not be surprised if this was a 3 to 7 point type of game difference. And I think the rookie running back on the Falcons is going to make a big difference. I'm hoping they finally get Kyle Pitts into the game. Drake London is going to hopefully continue to do his thing, but I think Atlanta is going to make this a fun game to watch. But I do think Tampa Bay walks away at the end of the day.
Fair enough. My last bonus can is Detroit and New England. This game almost made our six-pack. Because I am looking forward to watching this. I'm actually leaving my uncle. So full school, I'm going to play golf with my uncle. I haven't played golf since I got hired at this job. And I'm going to play golf with my uncle on Sunday. Then we're going to go watch on Saturday, and we're going to go watch my cousin play football. It's Saturday night. And I'm ecstatic. I want to see the kid play. He's got like 2 or 3 pick sixes this year. He's the biggest, fastest dude in his team, and you can just see it. Shout out to my cousin Ryder. I love him to death. Anyway, kid's like 12, and he's outrunning everybody by 20 yards. It's kind of hysterical. I am hurrying home because I know this game is going to be on. Patriots, Lions. Motor City, Dan Campbell. I'm going to tell you, man. Listen, Belichick's the GOAT, but, we got this guy. I'm on Ross St. Brown, man. And DJ Chark and Jared Goff, man, he's a dog. Oh my god, I fucking love the Lions right now, man. They lose Swift and they still put up fucking 40 points. Like,
Dude.
what the hell?
Jared Goff looks amazing. I know the record of that team does not coincide with how he's playing
because
this
Aaron
year.
Glenn doesn't deserve to have a job right now.
No, Aaron, this is a special situation where there doesn't need to be a scapegoat. Like, if the Jets were to just be terrible, they could blame the defensive coordinator and just fire him kind of thing. But this is a blatant, like, this team is ready to win, but the defense is not there.
They can't get a rush. I don't know if you see Woodward Sports' shit on TikTok. They're a Michigan based. They have like Braylon Edwards on there all the time. They have a couple other guys, and they are big Lions guys because they're Detroit based. And what they say about this team, I'm like, yo, not gonna lie, they're on point with everything they fucking say because the Lions should be an amazing roster, but they should be winning these games. They should have wiped the floor with Seattle, or at least beat them by 10 points, or like at least 7. But they kept just giving up easy touchdowns. Hutchinson is not getting a rush. Neither is who's their other edge rusher? Shit. I don't know his name because he didn't even touch Jalen Hurts in the first game.
I know the rookie linebacker, but I don't know the edge guy.
Oh, yeah. Everyone fucking knows Rodrigo. And then you got Tracy Walker. Jeff Okuda's having an amazing season, right? So there's this they're not going to win a Super Bowl, right? But the pieces are there, but what the fuck's happening? That's my question, right? So I look at this roster and I'm like thinking like they should be better. Enter the New England Patriots, who just lost Mac Jones for at least if he plays this week. I swear to God, Bill Belichick should be not shot, but at least probably his head looked at for like putting his franchise quarterback in against a team like the Lions who's desperate. But then you also look at Bailey Zapp. They're going to try to run the ball with Stevenson. I'm kind of inclined to say, hey, guys, maybe maybe take out fuck it. Maybe, Stevenson's going to have a good game. But, I think the Lions can cover. This is going to be a higher scoring game than we think. And I think Detroit might get a dub here, man. This is crazy. I like Detroit here.
Well, they got Damian Harris projected at 16.7 points in fantasy, I believe, right now. But I think this is facts right here. This is not opinions. This is facts. This is going to be the greatest 1-3 versus 1-3 team game that is going to be played this season. Motor City Dan Campbell is going to take all the fucking right butt cheeks and kneecaps that you could fucking find on that Patriots team. I love this game. I already hit the Detroit money line on this game when I made just this big giant 15-game parlay thing.
Oh, I'm about to do mine right now.
Yeah, no, I think that the Detroit is going to wipe the floor of New England. Is it in New England?
Yes.
I believe so. Even better. They're going to embarrass the fucking Patriots at their hometown. The Patriots are going to be, mark my words, 1-4 by the end of this weekend. Jared Goff is going to throw for 300-plus yards. I think Monroe St. Brown is going to have about 100 receiving yards. Jamal Williams is going to just run all over that team. I think it's going to be – I honestly think that the Lions are going to score 42 points. I think they're going to put a shit ton of points up. I think the Patriots are going to put points up too, though, because like we said, the Detroit Lions defense is just not there. So I think it could be like a 42-28, 42-31 type game, but I think the Lions are going to secure their second victory of the season with this matchup.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. I just put my 15-team parlay in too. Pays out $2,600.
Oh, mine paid out 60 grand. 60.
How many underdogs do you take? Oh, I only did $1.
Yeah, I put $10.
Yeah, see, big difference here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is, of course, a bonus cans brought to you by the amazing people at candydips.com. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. Gotta love this stuff, man. It's Arnold Palmer flavor, my favorite. It literally, I want Arnold Palmer all the time, but you know what? I can't drink because the sugar and all that nasty stuff in it. It's a great option. Drink a little water. Taste like you're drinking Arnold Palmer. Tastes amazing. Candy Dips, amazing company, amazing customer service. Dude, I got the shipment shipped out on Tuesday. On Monday, it was here by Thursday. That's you can't beat that from California. Can't beat that. Amazon, what up? All right, Matt, we're coming to the final 5 minutes. We're going to do a quick promo, and then we're going to sign off to the folks. Ladies and gentlemen, you want a badass shirt like this with this handsome gentleman's face here, supporting an amazing cause? HolocaustCountry.com. Promo code, I think, home stretch right now for 25% off, I believe. And listen, Joe is an amazing dude. I got the pleasure of meeting him when I filled in for Scott on Craft Brew Sports about 2-3 weeks ago. And he was in Wyoming. He was telling me, we were talking about sports and everything. We friend each other on Facebook. He's a great dude. He tries to watch shows as much as he can. And to be honest, he is one of the nicest dudes I have ever met. And he is supporting an amazing cause right now, and that is mental health awareness and suicide prevention. And like, you want a badass wristband like this, an amazing shirt like this, and a handwritten note saying thank you, go to holocrosscountry.com, promo code, I believe it's home stretch, and you will get 25% off, or at least I think 15% off. I don't take my word for this. I saw this morning while driving to work. This amazing shirt, which helps out for an amazing cause, for an amazing guy who's really trying to make a difference and bring attention to mental health, especially men's and women's, with this walk, which he started, I think, in Virginia, and he's already almost in fucking California, which is amazing. So shout out to Joe Hall, man. He should be done with this walk in about a month. And I am like so proud of him. This is awesome. So shout out to Joe Hall. Shout out to Craft Brew for putting me in touch with him. Matt, before we let the lovely people go for the night, anything you'd like to say to them?
If any of you guys out there are betting people like we are, I'm not trying to be biased, but I'm taking that Jets money line this week.
Yeah, baby!
I'm excited. I'm praying to God that this is a good game this Sunday, but Miami always has a pretty good take over the stadium, and I'm hoping we send all those fans home really upset this week. Listen, I'll be the first one to admit I'm not trying to hype up Zach Wilson. I don't think he had a fantastic game last week, but the fact of the matter is the most important time of a game is the fourth quarter when it matters, and he came through with back-to-back touchdown drives within 8 minutes of the game, put them up by 4 points. Defense secured the victory. He's coming back home to New Jersey for the game, his first game of the season at home. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a great game. Excited to see what happens. There is no two, unfortunately. I hope that he is healthy, as fast as he can. He has the speediest of recoveries, the safest of recoveries, and I pray that he is able to see a football field again this season, possibly, or in general. But Teddy Bridgewater, he's a very good backup quarterback. He's a very serviceable guy for the time that you're going to need him to, but I don't think they're going to get the job done this week. I'm praying that I'm right. I'm praying that hits for me, but I'm taking the Jets money line.
Go Jets. 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 I'm becoming an honorary Jets fan this year because of Matt. I will always be a Birds fan, and they will always take superseding over the Jets because we do technically own the Jets. We're the only team that has a undefeated record against an NFL team.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that we can beat you in the preseason, but we can't fucking beat you in the regular season.
Regular season don't matter, baby girl. Come on. But listen.
Oh, man.
I am pulling for the Jets. I'm pulling for the Lions. Definitely pulling for my Eagles. Definitely pulling for my Hurricanes, baby. Pray for my Hurricanes. So pray for my mental sanity. MLB playoffs start tomorrow, Matt. Yankees. You have them win the World Series, I'm guessing?
Well, the Yankees got the first round bye. They got the division, so I don't think they're playing Friday, right? If they're going to be playing probably Monday.
No, they're not.
You think you're thinking of the Mets and the Padres?
Yeah. So Friday games are as follows: Jays and Guardians at noon tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna have baseball while I'm watching. I'm working. Fuck yes. Phillies Cardinals at 2. Mariners Blue Jays at 4, and Padres Mets at 8. That's a great slate of baseball, baby girl. Give me the Rays over the Guardians, give me the Phillies over the Cardinals, and give me the Mariners over the Blue Jays, and give me the Mets over the Padres.
I'm taking Mets over the Padres. They're not going to have Starling Marte. He is starting to be able to grip some things, but I don't think he's going to be able to play tomorrow. But it's a home game in New York. This is the first time the Mets have gotten into the postseason since, I believe, 2015. This was a World Series or bust season for them, I believe. Give me the Mets over the Padres. I really would rather the Guardians beat the Rays because that would mean the Yankees would be playing the Guardians round one, which would be an easy series in my opinion. But realistically, I do think the Rays are going to get the victory over the Guardians. I'm going to go with the Cardinals over the Phillies. I think the Cardinals are the better team in this situation, and I am on the Albert Pujols wave this year. I am praying that. Well, I'm not praying because I want the Yankees to win the World Series, but I'm praying that Pujols can make it far enough in the World Series. And then give me the Mariners over the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays are just a competent manager away from having a very good season, very good team. I know they fired their manager and they did very well without him, but I think they still need to beef up that team with a different type of manager. But give me the Mariners over them to advance their first wild card win in however long. So I'm taking those four for this weekend.
Oh, yeah. All right, folks, that wraps it up for the Corner Booth tonight. Corner Pregame is brought to you by the amazing people at YouTubeOfficial.com and CandyDips.com and the Belly Podcast Network. We appreciate you stopping by. We love y'all dearly. We'll see you on new show dropping Monday night and another live show next Thursday. Also, heads up, look out for content and TikToks from myself, Matt, and Instagram posts as well, and possibly an invitation to our Facebook group. We love y'all so much. Appreciate you stopping by, and have a great weekend. Peace.
See you guys.